When we talk about real prospects, we talk about ability and marketability. Abdullah Mason and Emiliano Vargas have both of those qualities.
Emiliano Vargas, 21 years old, 140-pound super lightweight, 12-0 with 10 knockouts. Abdullah Mason, 20 years old, 135-pound lightweight, 17-0 with 15 knockouts. Both undefeated, both headed in the right direction.
What makes Abdullah special? He's thunder and lightning all at once.
Vargas continues to land power shots.
Emiliano is unique that he comes from a father that has a big fighting background. He has the fighting blood in him.
Open him up. Beautiful.
Abdullah Mason is kind of a diamond in the rough. One's a little more gritty, one's a little more flashy. They're in different weight classes, but they both hit audiences across the world.
Get your pen out and write this young man's name down. He's ready for this moment.
Both guys have the same goal. They want to be world champions.
Abdullah Mason and Emiliano Vargas are the two most important prospects Top Rank has. As both fighters hope to go down their eventual path to greatness, the road often gets tougher. They have to fight more durable fighters.
Did Emiliano Vargas just hurt his hand there?
More talented fighters. The question is, can they take a real run at being one of the faces of boxing and the best fighters in the sport? That moment to prove they're great is fast approaching.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين آمين الله أكبر الله أكبر
I mean, you can't do anything if you don't believe in it.
الله أكبر.
Us as Muslims, we believe, in Allah. That's our lifestyle, Our lifestyle builds off of that, Like my father says, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
You work hard, you're gonna be the best at it. And you work smart, you're gonna be the best at it. You work on something, that's gonna show. I would say that's one thing about boxing that I really love, just the outcome of the work you put in.
Hey, somebody go start the car, man.
Yeah, come on, bro. Let's go.
Everybody in the car?
Yeah.
Gotta say that every time. Y'all got the keys to the gym, right?
It should be on there. Are they on the key?
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Put him out.
Use the ring, man. Use the ring.
Valiant Mason, he didn't box professionally. But if you talk boxing with him and you talk technique and approach to fighting, Valiant Mason clearly knows what he's talking about.
He rush you. Here he come, here he come. Here he come, here he come. Here he come, here he come. Yeah. A lot of the fathers, they come from a pedigree of boxing, and I don't. Well, I come from a pedigree of focus and integrity and principles, and that's what I apply to the sport. That's it. Keep it like that. He's been boxing since he was 9. With his brother. Come on, Abdullah. Here he comes. Watch out! Ooh, ooh. The formula for what we do is family. Everybody's a pro boxer. Everyone is training each other and preparing for fights constantly. They're there for each other on every level. They say it's a lonely sport, but I don't think so for Abdullah. He's like the Jackson 5 of boxing.
You know, we coming in with a family of 5 fighters, you know, all living in the same house. You know, right now, my goal is to be the best, you know, and to pave the way for them. I feel like my talents will bring my family, you know, goodness, you know, as long as I, you know, have a good intention and make sure I'm focused how I am. I feel like that's what I have to do, you know, while I'm still able, you know, knocking them down one after one.
From Cleveland, Ohio, Abdullah Mason!
Abdullah Mason snuck up on us and then quickly woke us all up once he entered that professional prize fighting ring.
It is electric.
He's kind of just taken the sport by storm.
Get your pen out and write this young man's name down right now.
So much fun to watch. Beautiful work by the young phenom.
He's doing things that prospects usually don't do. He's knocking out guys that have never been stopped.
Abdullah Mason is a knockout artist.
This kid can fight. That was nasty.
It's also part of why he is such an exciting prospect.
Thunder and lightning all at once.
The vision Top Rank has for Abdullah Mason is boxing's next virtuoso. Boxing's next unbeatable fighter.
He is going to be a problem. That is a bad young man.
But having the kind of expectations Abdullah Mason has around him can make it hard to remain patient in the ring. If you feel like you have to show out and get an explosive knockout every time and you start rushing punches, you start trying to force an outcome, that's where you could get caught up. So as Abdullah moves up in the ranks, can he be patient? That is a question for him going forward.
I think at this point, to have 2 young studs in our stable on the same trajectory, but with a very different allure, I think we're fortunate.
Abdullah's still at 35, Emiliano's at 40, but you've got, you know, Mexican-American, African-American,
Right.
Middle America, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 different rockets taking off.
Which team is pushing us the most to fight tougher guys?
Mason's team.
They are.
Yeah. I think Mason's team is looking for step-ups, which is fine. The question is how big of a step it is.
I think with both Emiliano and Abdullah, you know, a loss is unforgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It's all or nothing. It's feast or famine for these 2. I think part of the true experience for a prospect is to have some sense of adversity during those early fights.
No question. And the, you know, iffy part is how they handle the adversity.
The last fight, when Mason gets knocked down, does he learn from it?
So far, Abdullah Mason has been the kryptonite for all 15 of his pro opponents.
Tonight, he's facing, I would say, his toughest challenger.
Abdullah Mason. He's skilled, he's charismatic, he's quick.
Go rush, Abdullah! You see Vasquez leaning forward. Abdullah gets caught by the left. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Can you take it on the chin?
With Abdullah, his last fight, he got dropped twice within 45 seconds of each other.
Jab from Abdullah Mason. Left uppercut from Abdullah. Abdullah's down for the second time with a check left hook.
This Is it foreshadowing of bigger flaws that'll be exploited, bigger holes in his game that'll be exploited, or just simple growing pains for a fighter trying to score knockouts on his way up?
And he's still in there trying to go for the kill.
As much as you don't want it, the outcome was the victory.
It's a body shot. If you put Abdullah Mason down, you better put him out.
Right now, coming off the 2 knockdowns is Abdullah's first scheduled 10-rounder. People are going to be looking to see what he comes in the ring with. Countless times we've seen guys get dropped with a lot more or get knocked out and come back gun-shy or come back in a different way where it just changed them in the ring.
See if he drops his right hand.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, to see if he's scared, to see if he's apprehensive.
You're thinking about it. You certainly don't want to see the same mistakes.
So we got the gym here, the wrestlers here. All of this is good for open workout, strength and conditioning, classes, right? So that means all of these walls, from this wall all the way to this end, is going to be demoed, and it'll be open. Yeah. So that's boxing. Let's work it out.
In boxing, you know, it creates a lot. You know, when you get to a certain level, inspiring others, that's a part of it. We're trying to open our own gym, you know, that's a part of it. Me and my family are in a certain light to where, you know, whenever we go out and do something, our city supports us. Why not have a gym to where they can actually see us, you know, where they could come, you know, they could come train with us. There's a lot of youth in the city that, you know, we might get another champion out of a gym if we put a gym in Cleveland, Ohio or something like that. So, you know, I feel like it's better for the better, you know. A lot of people are asking why, but why not?
Abdullah Mason is the next generation of American boxing from Cleveland, Ohio. So he's carrying the hopes of Cleveland, and he's carrying the hopes and some of the dreams of his brothers and his family as well, which adds more pressure for him to perform. If he loses a fight, you jeopardize everything.
I never seen a space like this connected to a gym. This is be a great cleanup.
Yeah.
I can see a total transformation of tables, chairs, a boxing ring, sparring sessions, all type of stuff out here, man. We can have some fun. We can have some kids doing relays. I don't give a damn what they want to do out here, but this is a nice place, man.
It's amazing to be able to put my family in a position to be able to do something like this, you know. I want to get all of I can out of the sport, and hopefully it helps someone else, you know, do all they can in whatever areas, you know, I aspire them in. I feel like I am at a turning point, and I'm gonna keep performing and making sure that I'm ready, so when I get there, I'm there.
For the second consecutive weekend, Top Rank Boxing is right back here in Las Vegas. We welcome you back inside our press conference with the co-main and main event portion. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Well, Abdullah, you're 17-0 now. I remember sitting here like it was yesterday after your pro debut and talking about prospect of the year. Is this kind of where you thought you would be at this point right now in your career?
Yeah, you know, I'm right around here is where I thought I'd be, you know, contending for a world title soon, hopefully. And that's what we're looking forward to. You know, he's the next person in the wait for that. So I'm focused, and Saturday we getting the job done.
How do you do that? How do you get the job done on Saturday night? What needs to happen against a fighter experienced as him and another southpaw?
The way I get the job done is display my skills and keep doing what I've been doing with the rest of my opponents to him. And we're in shape, so, you know, we ready to go up against him. He's another step-up fight.
To put it simply, Abdullah Mason against Ornelas is trying to prove, I am now a contender. To announce himself as not just a precocious, bona fide young talent, but a legitimate bona fide contender for the titles in the lightweight division.
I close my eyes and I automatically, you know, my opponent is in front of me. We gotta be locked all the way in.
Let's go, click, click, boom!
Anything can happen, you know, the opponent trying to rip your head off. You know, I'm just locked in and, you know, I'm ready to prove myself. Every time I fight, you know, I'm getting closer and closer to that title. You know, I'm gonna get the job done, and we on to the next one.
Listo! Ready?
first 10-rounder for Abdullah Mason, so it's about taking him deep into the later rounds.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Keep it tight now.
Ornelas, he's seeing Abdullah load up with every shot. That's why you got to be able to change cadence. Look, Ornelas again changing distance right there and made Abdullah reach.
From Abdullah Mason, he timed it perfectly, and a delayed reaction from Carlos Ornelas.
That was the right hand coming out.
Let's see what Abdullah Mason does here. He's got his opponent in trouble.
Everything's a home run. Everything Abdullah does is a home run.
You're looking good, but your defense got to be tight. Keep stepping. I'm staying in one spot trading with him. You understand what I'm saying?
Abdullah shaking those arms, feeling a little bit tight.
Ornelas doing well to slow down the pace. Right, left from Mason, and then Ornelas lands a shot of his own.
Abdullah better be careful, dropping that lead hand.
Abdullah has the tools, but maybe he's falling in love with being a finisher.
Keep them hands up. Keep your right hand up. Tempo. Don't stand there with him trying to trade, bro. You understand?
Yes.
This joint right here? I need this joint right here. Keep moving, Doyle.
Nice left hook there. Ornelas is in a dangerous place because Mason's coming downhill, he's going downstairs, and that left hook is landing continually on Ornelas, and he takes a knee. Delayed reaction, knockdowns from Abdullah Mason.
6, ¿estás bien? 7, 8, camina para mí, manos para arriba. Box.
Beautiful.
That is a big shot. Look at the legs of Ornelas. They're not as steady as they once were.
He goes down again, they'll stop it.
Still dangerous. Ornelas is still, hey, he home run swinging. He's fighting for survival right now.
And the toughness of Ornelas is to be commended.
Yes, señor.
Quiero uno más.
Uno más, Carlos. Uno más, Carlos.
Doctor's taking a look at Carlos Ornelas.
And Ornelas, you know, he took another knee. Smart move by Ornelas. But look, the corner needs to just go ahead and just let it. I mean, look, just stop the
referee
fight.
stopped it. And Abdullah Mason is now 18-0.
I saw Abdullah go some rounds. I saw Abdullah get challenged in ways that I've never seen him get challenged before. He did his job tonight.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout. Tonight, celebrating his 21st birthday, the undefeated Abdullah Mason.
Listen, you just beat a tough, experienced guy.
Yeah.
What did he teach you?
There's always room for improvement, but I felt I'd get great. You know, I got him out there in the 5th round, and we on to the next. You know, we'll be back real soon.
All right, man. Congratulations. Enjoy your birthday, man. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mr. Happy birthday. You were really great. Keep it up. Keep it up, and there's nobody going to stop you, and you're going to be the face of the sport.
Abdullah had to work for his victory. You know, a little sloppy at times, a little over-anxious, maybe looking for the one punch, but no fear of being knocked down again. He's ready to go to the next step.
You think you'll be ready to fight for a world title this year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Step closer. One step closer.
There you go, man.
When they do fight for the title, everybody is going to be like, this is the guy, it's his time. These are two guys that can be the next face of the sport.
How you feel, man? You're thinking, don't be over-critiquing yourself, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit was thorough. You know what I'm saying? You look good, man. We're gonna tighten up and get better. All right?
Yes.
Good work.